Plurals of adjectives, how to make adjectives plural. Um, if you remember from Unit 1, an adjective is a word that modifies a noun or a pronoun. When we use them in Unit 1, we use them to describe ourselves. So we described our personalities. Soy deportista, soy inteligente, como eres, eres simpático. Um, but adjectives can be used to describe any noun. The basic rules are the same. Every adjective in Spanish must agree with the noun it modifies in gender and in number. So each noun is either masculine or feminine. So um, el guisante or el sandwich is masculine. Um, la bebida is feminine. But if I said los sandwiches or las bebidas, then those become plural. So the gender of a noun is static. It doesn't change. So the adjective has to change to agree with that noun. It has to change in two ways. In gender, which is masculine or feminine, or in number, so that if that noun is singular, then the adjective is singular. If the noun is plural, then the adjective is plural. Um, as a general rule, this is not a hard and fast rule. Um, Typically, masculine adjectives end in O, and typically, feminine adjectives end in A. And then, if an adjective is gender neutral, oftentimes it ends in E, but that's not often the case. If you remember from the unit where we described our personalities and things that we like to do, deportista ended in an A, but it was gender neutral. Trabajador was not gender neutral. Trabajador was masculine, and then trabajadora was the feminine form. So those are not hard and fast rules. They're just generally speaking. I know a masculine adjective ends in O and a feminine adjective ends in A. Um, if I just see an adjective on a vocabulary list or in a dictionary, it's most likely going to be listed in the masculine singular form. So I need to know how to make it plural. It's the same rules as I would use to make a noun plural. So if I make an adjective plural, I look at the last letter in the word, and if it's a vowel, I'm going to add S to the end of the adjective to make it plural. If the last letter of the adjective is a consonant, then I'm going to add es to make it plural. For example, horrible is singular. It ends in an e, which is a vowel, so I just add s, and I get horribles. So el sandwich horrible, the horrible sandwich. But then if I make it's those sandwiches, and it's not just one sandwich, it's more than one sandwiches, then it's los sándwiches horribles, or el refresco malo, the bad soft drink. But if I have more than one bad soft drink, then el refresco becomes los refrescos. So I have to change malo to agree with refrescos and be plural, malos, los refrescos malos. Sabrosa is the feminine form of tasty or yummy. So if it's la sopa sabrosa, the yummy soup. If I have multiple soups that are yummy, I would have las sopas sabrosas. Fácil is a gender neutral adjective that's singular. It ends in a consonant. I add es to the end of it to make it faciles. So this is a chart. You can pause the video, look at your notes or on a separate piece of paper. What's given in the first column is the masculine singular form, but you notice two asterisks there. Those are both popular and difícil are both gender neutral, but they also end in a consonant, but they're not going to change. So like the same masculine form is going to be the same as the feminine form. So popular is going to be popular, but not true for mucho because that's masculine. So it's going to change. The O is going to come off and an A is going to take its place. It goes from mucho to mucha. And then you would go on and you would take the masculine singular and then make it masculine plural, and take the feminine singular to make the feminine plural. So pause the video, fill out the chart.